When I first came to East Ayrshire, one place I heard mentioned from time to time was the Bible Stone. The more I heard about it, the more I wanted to visit. But I was also warned that, to quote the Scottish Covenanter Memorial Association, it is difficult to locate without a map or local guide. For reasons that will become clearer, this particular site is a long way from any town or village, and is intentionally not an easy place to find. Fortunately for me, a local acted as my guide, and I was able to visit the stone after a rather strenuous walk over the moor and through very boggy ground. What we know about the Bible Stone comes mostly from tradition, but it is tradition that makes sense historically. If you have seen some of my previous videos, you will know that this area was a hotbed for Covenanters, those who were against the king setting himself up as the head of the church. Many ministers who were removed from their churches, or who left in protest, began to preach in remote areas, and hundreds would gather to hear them. The government would try to stop these illegal gatherings, often arresting, fining, or even killing any they suspected of attending. There is a record of people being persecuted for merely carrying a Bible, as this was taken as a sign that they were going to such a gathering. Therefore, it was dangerous to be seen traveling with a Bible. To again quote from the Scottish Covenanter Memorials Association, the Bible Stone is a strange natural rock outcrop located on a remote moorland to the south of Muirkirk, in Ayrshire. Tradition claims that the Covenanters held conventicles at this spot. The minister would preach from the projecting rock outcrop to the congregation arranged below. The stone is perfectly situated between several hills, one of which hides the area from sight of the closest village of Muirkirk, and the others curving around like a natural theater where a large group could gather to hear the preachers preach. Some of the young men would be placed in lookout positions on the top of the surrounding hills to give warning if government troops should appear. A key feature of the stone is a man-made square hole on one side that would naturally be hidden from view as you approached it. In fact, if I did not come expecting to see it, I would have not found it. It is this hole that gives the Bible Stone its name. Since it was dangerous to be seen carrying a Bible, it is thought that a Bible was stored in the hole, which at one time had a cover to further protect and conceal it. On the day that I went, the weather was fairly nice, but even then it was quite the journey. It is amazing to think that people at that time would have traveled in rough weather and under constant threat of imprisonment or worse to this remote location. It is also fascinating to see their ingenuity in making use of such a spot and designing a way to conceal a Bible so that they could still have one present, but not have the danger of carrying one all the time. So, this is the story of the Bible Stone, a large stone that most would probably just pass by if for some reason they're out in this remote and boggy area. Yet it stands as a testimony to the courage and determination of a people who sought to follow their God according to their conscience. Until next time, this is goodbye.